Coming up, Snarl Television champion, the Hungarian Hurricane Tibor Belescu is ready to go, all set to face Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig in this non-title singles matchup.
Belescu to the rescue. The following non-title contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by our WL Light Heavyweight Champion, Sir Reggie Smythe. From Budapest, Hungary, weighing 200 pounds, he's the reigning WL Snarl Television Champion, the Hungarian Hurricane, Tibor Belescu.
The power half of Team Euro, it's Belescu to the rescue, the Snarl TV champ, in non-title singles action against the perfect one, Curt Hennig. Don't let Belescu's modest size and weight fool you. The man may be built like a mailbox, but he is literally all muscle.
With a body mass index of 2% body fat, and he trains like a wild man, Mr. Perfect won't find Belescu to be a soft target, win or lose. Curt Hennig is gonna get tossed around a little bit.
Guess you could say he's gonna be the perfect rag doll.
His opponent, accompanied by Bobby the Brain Heenan from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing 236 pounds, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. The perfect one taking a little break from tag team competition with partner Lex Luger in favor of this non-title single against Belescu. Curt Hennig, absolutely gifted by the wrestling gods with technical brilliance in the ring, but he's facing a deceptive miniature powerhouse. If he drops his guard against Belescu, even for a hot second, he's gonna find the momentum of the match, swimming away from him quick.
Perfect also has to avoid Belescu trapping him in a corner, where he can do heaps of damage in almost no time. He'll just pummel you stupid if he gets you in a corner. Technical wizard versus sheer brute force. That's gonna be the crux of this one.
Good thing Belescu is Sir Reggie standing ringside, but even he's not gonna be able to fully counter the Weasel, standing ringside for Curt Hennig. When and if the match starts to go south for Perfect, rest assured, Bobby Heenan is going to interject himself into the situation.
Well, GB, he wouldn't be the Weasel if he didn't. Man, just look at that guy. It's like a miniature version of the Incredible Hulk. Willie Johnson rings the bell. Belescu charges. Perfect. Counters. But Belescu counters too. Couple of shots to the midsection. Backs off Perfect. Perfect counters with the right. Drop toe hold to Belescu center ring. Now stretching Belescu's right leg. Belescu turns it around. Tags him with a couple of shots. And he is free of the hold. Back up on his feet. Moves in. A slight shoulder tackle that doesn't find the mark, but a series of shots that does. Up over the shoulders goes Mr. Perfect. Knee to the skull. Oh, man. Perfect counters with a kick to the head. Moves in on Belescu. Another drop toe hold and another attempt at stretching that leg. He's going to be working that one all through the match if he can. Belescu turns it around. Couple of hard shots to the face. And again, Belescu's free, but that knee's not going to take that kind of abuse for very long. Tibor Belescu has him all the way up, and he is hanging on to it too. He's got some hang time going, a long, stalling vertical suplex. And there it is. Boom, there goes Mr. Perfect. Perfect back up on his feet. Counters Belescu, tags him with a right. Locks him up. Knee to the midsection from Tibor Belescu, the Hungarian Hurricane. Countered by Mr. Perfect with elbows to the midsection. Perfect locks him up. Has him by the trunk snap suplex. The Perfect one takes himself all the way up to the top. Here it goes, elbow drop right across the chest of Tibor Belescu. As Perfect covers and hooks the leg. One. But just a one. Tibor Belescu locks up with Perfect again. Perfect's got him up. Look at the counter from Belescu. That was pretty cool. Rounds him up. Has him up over the shoulder. Mr. Perfect slammed down hard. Perfect counters. Gets back up on his feet. And here we go again for the third time of asking, but Belescu able to reach the ropes. But that knee, like I said, is not going to take that kind of abuse for very much longer. Perfect. Locks up Belescu. Flips him to the far corner. Mr. Perfect has him up, but Belescu slips out the back door, counters it into a neckbreaker. D-boy Belescu countered by Mr. Perfect with a kick. Belescu counters with a couple of knees, a hard left, an elbow to the face. Mr. Perfect on the ropes. Belescu with a hard chop right across the chest of Mr. Perfect. Belescu charges. Oh man, drives his shoulder into the lower back of Curt Hennig. Follows it up with a stomp to the shoulder. Follows it up with a couple of stomps and kicks. Belescu rebounds off the ropes. Big time crossbody splash from the Hungarian Hurricane. Belescu has him. Look at this power one-arm slam. And here we go, Bobby Heenan already starting to fiddle with turnbuckles and the like to distract the referee and deny Belescu the count. He's held him down for like a count of 6 already, man. 1, 2. He held him for a count of like 12. Damn. Belescu has to go right back to work on Mr. Perfect. Perfect struggling to his feet. Belescu rounds him up. Countered by Mr. Perfect with a couple of rights. Gets locked up, catches a knee to the midsection from Belescu. Perfect whip to the ropes. A hard left. Perfect counters. Belescu counters with elbows to the midsection again. Mr. Perfect is busted open. Hard right from Belescu, a hard left from Belescu, another left, and a massive headbutt right to the head of Mr. Perfect as Belescu covers. 1, 2. Oh, man. Mr. Perfect with that wrestling savvy, that ring knowledge, reaching out for that bottom rope. Belescu goes back to work, delivers a stomp to the shoulder. Mr. Perfect gathered up again, a knee, a right. And look at this. Kick and line suplex from T-Boy Belescu to Mr. Perfect. Belescu up on the top rope, gets ready to go air. Big time crossbody right across Mr. Perfect. Ow. Okay. Belescu with Perfect up over the shoulders, running power slam. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, another near fall. In this matchup, Mr. Perfect rolls out to the floor. And here we go, Bobby Heenan. Like you said, when things start to go bad, Heenan's going to get himself involved in the situation. Perfect makes his way back inside. Grapples up Belescu, whips him to the far corner. Mr. Perfect lines him up, but counter whipped into the corner. But Mr. Perfect with a pretty smooth move right there. Belescu misses with the clothesline and catches an elbow that takes him down to the mat. Not a bad series of moves on the part of Mr. Perfect, though. Neckbreaker from the Perfect one. Bobby Heenan enjoying that much. Belescu in a little bit of trouble here as he gets dragged center ring. Mr. Perfect drops up the leg, single leg crab center ring. There's no ropes to get to. Willie Johnson checking things out. And look at this, Belescu powering out almost effortlessly, charges, jumping neckbreaker to Mr. Perfect. Belescu gets ready to go air again. Mr. Perfect slowly making his way to a standing position. And here we go. Whoa! Beautifully executed power slam. Countering the shoulder missile that would have been Mr. Perfect. With Belescu on the canvas, drives a knee into the arm of the Hungarian Hurricane. Belescu gathered up, but a dragon screw counter from Belescu. Belescu rebounds off the ropes, fails to connect with the crossbody. Bobby Heenan introducing a chair into the mix here. Mr. Perfect takes down T-Boy Belescu as Willie Johnson dispatches that chair. Belescu in trouble here. Laid out center ring as Mr. Perfect takes himself to the top rope. He goes there, elbow drop across the lower back of T-Boy Belescu. Throws him over, covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh man, Mr. Perfect with an upset win over the Snarl TV champion by pinfall.
The time, 6 minutes and 44 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Mr. Perfect.
Wow, it's definitely been a night for unforeseen upset wins. Curt Hennig, able to hang with the Snarl TV champ just long enough for Bobby Heenan to involve himself. And to garner a surprising 3-count pin over the Hungarian Hurricane. All I can really say is the rule of favoring the champion didn't work out this time.
Yes, sir, sometimes it works out that way. We'll be right back with more RWL Snarl right after the break.